Assalamu alaikum my dear students. This is Faiza Ali. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe the channel. Welcome to my next presentation of chapter number 2, Information Network, and today's discussion topic is Internet and how the Internet is useful. In the last lecture we have covered these two topics, and today we will discuss in detail Internet, birth of Internet, and how the Internet is useful. Dear students, let's start to study Internet. Internet is a great technology that makes our life easier and faster. Basically, Internet is a huge collection of millions of computers all linked together on a computer network. It is also called network of networks. As in the diagram, you can note that all the computer systems are connected to one another and they create a network from where we can get any sort of information. And the next is Internet is a wonderful and amazing arena where we can find information about almost anything of the world because of the availability of the search engines like Google and Bingo. The next is on the Internet we have ocean of knowledge about the books, magazines, encyclopedia and any other type of reference material readily available, so we can get any sort of information from the Internet. Now we will discuss how Internet is started, as the name of birth of Internet. During late 1960s, it was designed as ARPANET by the US Department of Defense. DARPA is in collaboration with other universities and research organizations. So in 1960s, the first time of Internet concept is arised and they are started working on it. Later, throughout 1970s and 1980s, ARPANET evolved into several other networks dedicated mostly to military use. In 1989, NSFNet is introduced that promote the Internet facilities and made it commercialized. So in 1970s and 80s, the concept of Internet is widely spread. In 1990, the Internet is available to all the institutes, research centers, and so much so to all the individuals to explore and learn. So now through the availability of Internet, we can search any sort of information from the Internet and we can depend on the Internet because we have a lot of information and we can connect ourselves because of the availability of Internet. Dear students, now we will see how the Internet is useful for us. For that, the first key term that we will discuss is www. What is it? www stands for World Wide Web. It is a collection of uploading web pages and websites. In short, we can say that it is a collection of millions of web pages and websites that we have uploaded on the Internet. Further, it organizes the Internet related resources so that we can easily access the information available on Internet, as we have different search engines. The next key term is email. We all are familiar with the email because nowadays we are using email frequently. So shortly we will see it is the process of sending and receiving messages and files among the Internet users. So all those people who have the facility of Internet, they can send the information to one another through the emails. And the next key term is FTP. What is the meaning of FTP? Basically, FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It is a procedure to transfer files from one computer to another. There are two ways to transfer files. The first one is downloading and the second one is uploading. In downloading, when you are transferring a file from the server to the home computer, it is called downloading, as we download a lot of songs, movies and any sort of information. And the next is uploading. When you are transferring a file from the home computer to the server, then it is called uploading. So all those things that you want to share with the public or any user, so you should have to upload that file and give the access to that person, so we can also share our files and transfer our files through the internet. This is the basic difference between the downloading and uploading, and it will be very helpful for us. Dear students, the next use is Telnet. It is a very beneficial because it is the software tool that allows one computer to connect another computer and make use of the other computer's information. So when you are in a network and have a server, you can take the information from one system to another system and can use accordingly. The next is Gopher. It is very helpful because it provides an access and retrieval system covering a wide range of information from reference material to magazine articles. So by extracting information from the Gopher, we can put this information into our different research projects. So it is very helpful for us. And the next is chat groups. It is very interesting group because all the students and all the people who have similar interest form up their forms to have online real-time discussions over the internet. They have a chat group where they can communicate to one another, share their thoughts to one another, and they can discuss anything that they want to be. So it is a very great platform where people can interact to one another and share their informations. The next use is intranet. It is a great technology because an intranet is a privately owned secure business network based on the internet technologies, although not necessarily connected to the internet. It means they have established a strong network to share their information with their employees without the internet. The term of intranet was first appeared when companies discovered the best use of the internet technologies and make the company information available to all employees. So the access is given only to the authentic users. Hence, intranet is the advanced technology nowadays. The last term that we will use today is extranet. Extranet is also very helpful and latest technology because an extranet is two or more intranets connected in such a way that they enable collaboration among the companies that own the separate intranets. So extranet is the extended form of the intranet. Thank you for watching my lecture. If you like my video, please click on the like button and hit the subscribe button.